Roughly about 10 years ago, I had a miraculous healing of my body, and I started to transform my life from there. And I wish I knew this wonderful Joseph Murphy technique that I read when I went deeper between the lines of what he was saying. And it helped me to heal because I no longer needed to try. See, at the point when I was trying to heal, I was trying to heal. I was trying to feel better. I was trying to feel grateful. I was trying so hard that I was fighting against the natural processes of my deeper subconscious mind. I was trying to fight against what my body wanted to do, which was for me to get out the way, to find the peace. And when Joseph Murphy said these words, I needed to release the poison pocket in my subconscious mind, which literally represents God, really, the God within me, to allow it to do the miraculous healing. You see, it knew me. It knows my inner workings. It grew my body from a cell. It knows all the inner workings of my body. I had no hand in the digestion of my food. I had no hand in the breathing of my lungs, the pumping of my heart, but I couldn't get out the way because I felt like I had to be worthy of healing. You are worthy of healing right now, my friends. You are worthy of the life you dream of right now. And this is what I need you to know to be true. Your body wants you well. The subconscious mind has just got lost in a pattern of thought, in a pattern of belief, and it's created an identity of illness within you. We were never meant to be sick. Our body has transformed through thousands and millions of years to evolve into this beautiful body that can experience this life, and it can deal with the multiple various bacteria and other things that come into the body. And when I started to think about it in the ideas of hay fever and things like that, when my body was reacting to inert substances, and it was when I realized that that same substance of pollen or the grass or all those other things, they're just made of the same stuff of my body. At an atomic level, we're all the same. Nothing can harm me. But I started to see life as something that affected me, rather than me being the epicenter of my experience. So when I started to aim for peace, rather than an amazing feeling of healing, that's when the healing happened. So I started to find peace within my life, within my body. You see, because when you have peace within you, you have peace within your body, peace within your bank account, peace within your business, peace everywhere. So I started to aim for God's divine peace rather than his divine feeling. And it was this idea that even Jesus says, and there's this wonderful moment in The Chosen, he says, all of you there, if you say to this mountain and cast it into the sea, if you have the mustard seed of faith, it will do it. You only need this much faith. I realized I couldn't get faith by keep trying to elevate myself above the fear. Instead, I needed to let go of the fear that was stopping me from being faithful in the healing. For Jesus never tried to heal anyone. He said it and it was done. And it was those that accepted that it was the divine answer. It was the truth. That's when they had the healing. And so I had to accept that the healing was already done. And the only way I could do that was to let go of the fear in my mind. So using affirmation to convince my subconscious mind of healing wasn't to become greater than the problem. It was to let go of the problem entirely as part of my identity. I'd identified myself as someone with chronic pain, someone with hair loss, someone with digestive issues, and even someone with hay fever. I suffer with none of those ailments now because I believe that nothing outside of me can touch me, because there is no God outside of me. Now, this is a decision that you need to make, and you need to get to this decision by being willing to sit with the fear of the problem that you have. That's the hard part. You have a problem and it frightens you. And now you identified with the fear, and the fear has become part of you. So letting go of that fear and getting to that state of peace is the highest step that you could ever take. So it's allowing life to sit in front of you and be with what is, and sitting back and realizing that the fear of what is in front of you is the illusion. It is literally an illusion. It's not a truth. Your body is just waves of light. It's at a molecular level, just energy. So if I can create a well-being feeling of peace, regardless of the circumstance that what I'm facing, I can start to elevate my body because now it takes charge. You see, we have a symbiotic relationship. I have a conscious mind that sees and desires and wants, and I have a subconscious mind that delivers. But my subconscious mind can't deliver until I get to a state of being where it can start to accept a new idea. So coming to that place of peace first, God's peace, God's harmony. You only have to look at nature in front of you to see how it works within this state. It works in balance. So I wanted to bring balance back to my body, not a high state of being. I didn't want to live at this high, false place. Sometimes life is just there. It's just happening. It just is what it is. But if it has no power over you now it doesn't control you. The symptoms you have to realize are something that are on you. There's something that is on top of this wonderful, perfect spirit that you are. And once you really understand that there's perfection underneath it all, that's what you're aiming to. You're aligning to peace to allow the perfection to rise up out of the garden bed. I call it the garden bed of peace. Then from that garden bed of peace, you laid the seed of transformation. You claim the healing. You claim the love. You trust that God is the only power. There is only one power here. And it's a challenging place to get to because we keep being so responsive to the environment and to our body. But there's no trust in the body if we don't become at peace with it, you see. And what is trust but faith? So you learn to grow in faith in your body as you make peace the solution. Peace is the answer to your healing, not gratitude, not intense joy. You see, out of peace, gratitude and joy will arise naturally. The sky will seem bluer. You will have more energy. Your body will feel revitalized. I work with many people on a daily basis who are facing fearful situations. Their body is in a constant state of fight or flight because of their problem. The problem has become a god of them. And you cannot rise above the problem by feeling grateful now. You can rise above the problem by realizing that your job is to come to peace, come to an ease within that body, come to a relaxed state. Now, all of us can, within our mind, go to a state of peace regardless of circumstance. Now, there'll be some of you who clap back and say, how can I feel peace when there's pain? Now, I understand that as someone who had chronic pain. But one of the things I realized, I would wake up in the morning and my pain wouldn't arise until I looked for it. I was constantly looking for the problem because I wanted to check in my body because I didn't trust it. So I hadn't trusted my body enough to let it just be there long enough to let go of it, because I was always looking to try and control and stop and change. Once I stopped trying to change and realized that I just needed to find peace, the solution arose from there. That's where the pain released. That's where the freedom came. That's where I could make that decision with enough intention to go above the current circumstance. That's where I was able to start to eat the food and get rid of the digestive issues. When I stopped checking my hair and stopped caring about it, that's why it's still here. And I mean, that's the thing. It's when I stopped caring so much, when I stopped trying so hard, when I let go and surrendered myself to God and the peace and ease that is, when I started to look outside of myself and see that nature never efforts, never tries, I realized my body is the same. It doesn't need me to try. It needs me to let go. And I ask you today, focus on letting go. Focus on finding peace within. Claim the divine peace and harmony of God. Claim that I'm constantly advancing spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, in all ways. And you just sit within that grandeur of absolute ease. Your body is something that needs to align to health, not that needs to be pushed within to it. Your body wants you well. So claim healing from that place of relaxation. Claim healing and then walk as you wish to be. Now, as you say, how do I do that? How do I walk as I wish to be? You walk with that energy when you let go of the outcome. You just focus on your day-to-day life at being a little bit more peaceful every day. And then you grow in faith as you notice that as you let go, life seems to come back and give you more. It gives you signs that you're aligning to God's true nature. And that's how you grow in faith. And today, all I want you to search for is divine peace and harmony and claim it in your body. See every cell of your body in peace. See it as golden light shining and glowing and effortless nature. Effortlessness is that. Everything outside of you that makes you react, call it meaningless. This has no power over me. There's only one power, one true God. If there was two, there would be chaos. So I believe in the one, the Alpha and the Omega, the God within me. I claim that God's healing now. I claim that peace now. It is in you now. Take this peace from me. Take this ease from me. Rest in my faith if you don't have your own. I believe in you. You can overcome this.